Hey, it's Tony with Divi FYI, and today I wanted to show you how to configure and set up the Divi Bars plugin to add some cool extra features to your site. I use this on a lot of my sites, and definitely wanted to share how this works. Now, you can get Divi Bars from Divi Life. This is right here, divilife.com by Tim Strifler, and really good provider. He's got a pretty thorough product. What we're talking about, let's view this demo site right here. What type of feature that you can expect when you get your Divi bars. As you can see, they actually just pop down right here when you get to a certain point of the page, or it can be a certain timeline within 10 seconds of someone viewing the page. This little bar right here pops down. You can do a handful of different things, call to action, such as a button to subscribe to something, or you can do email lists, countdown, so many different areas. But today what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and set up what we usually see over at the Elegant Themes site, is this little blue bar. So I've already downloaded Divi Bars. Now, Divi Bars is a paid plugin, and I have a membership access to Divi Life. I really say, hey, if you have one site, it's worth it. On that one site, spend $15, get it. But for me, I like the ROI on buying it and being able to use it forever. And so get the unlimited sites, get the lifetime, or hey, get their membership, because it's definitely worth it over at Divi Life. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to our plugins, and let's go ahead and add a new one here. I'm just going to upload my plugin here. Right now it's Divi Bars 1.4.6 is the version that we're using. Just have that installed. Now, by default, it doesn't come with anything. The plugin is bare bone, and so Divi Life does offer a handful of templates in JSON format that you can import and just easily take all the work away, take all the brain power away, and just get it launched and move on to the next thing, which is super handy, so you don't have to waste time. So we have it activated. Just like anything, hey, you're going to support someone, make sure that you get a license, get the real thing here. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my license, save changes. There are a lot of time components, certain times that it should and should not show, and so we should set our default time zone here. I'm going to do that right now. All right, we have all that saved. So when you have Divi Bars uploaded, you just go over to this Divi Bars section. We've already activated it with a license, but we're going to go ahead and go to Divi Bars. And right here, we're going to be able to see everything that we already have. Well, it says that it's inactive. Let's make sure that we have it saved up. Got to activate it right there. All right, now we're activated. So we go over to Divi Bars, and this is where you're going to see a catalog of everything that you can edit and use, all your templates for your Divi Bars. Now, we don't have one, and so we're going to go to Add New. And again, for the template that we're going to use, or the JSON file, it's going to be essentially what looks like the one over at Elegant Themes. So let's go ahead and enable our Divi builder here. And now that we have that up, let's go ahead and type in Divi bar. I know that's very creative. Oh, let's build from scratch. Make sure you build from scratch, because we're just going to import in a file anyway. So let's go ahead and have our Divi bar there. So we have our builder open. Let's go ahead and import. We wanted to replace, import into, oh, I'm going to select the file here. And Gonna go ahead and get our Divi bar uploaded here. Got a checkbox. Perfect. Now we've got our visual here. We can see exactly what it looks like. It's pretty cool. In fact, hey, that looks just like Elegant Themes. Sometimes you can have a hard time selecting the items on these small little components. So let's go ahead and open up the wireframe right here. Now you can see we've got our text on one side and our button on the other. So we could edit this text. Why don't we go ahead and type in welcome to Divi.fyi. And what does our button say? Learn more. Why don't we type in sign up? Let's take a look at that. Go back to our desktop view. There you go. Now you can change a lot of different things. I'm a really big fan of gradients, so why don't we go ahead and go to this section here, and I'm going to go to the background, and why don't we create a gradient, but rather than it being so stout, let's turn that a little bit and have it going sideways. That looks pretty cool right there. And that looks neat. We can actually even create a little bit of a shadow if we want to, so then when it bumps down, see a little bit of a shadow that bumps at the bottom. You see that right there. Let's add that there as well. So before we want to save and publish this, we want to go ahead and make sure we have the call to action, or what trigger that is what trigger is actually going to run this Divi bar. So we have all of our items here. We want it to run on all pages. That's fine. If you wanted to, you could say only on specific pages. Maybe this is campaign related, or you have a lot of strategy involved on certain pages. By default, it's on the top. It's going to push down the content, which is fine for me. But what I would like to do is on automatic triggers, I'm going to choose from none to time delay. And I'd like to see it in about 10 seconds. I think that would be nice. You can also disable it on mobile, tablet, those sorts of things, but I think it's going to look good on all of that. So we've got all of those settings there. Why don't we go ahead and publish that? And then we will just swing on over to our site. Let's take a look and see what that looks like. And I've had a lot of good luck. I've never really had a conflict with this plugin. It's a very well designed plugin, so I highly suggest it. Again, even if you're only going to get the single site, if you have one site, that's okay. It's a really, really cool plugin. And there we go. We've got our little pop-up here. As we scroll down, now we're logged in, and so this will actually disappear. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that? Let's log out, take a look and see what it looks like there. Let's make sure we type that in right. So here we are. It's on a 10-second trigger or timer. And it should just pop right down. There you go. We've got our X button there. So it's pretty cool. It's a really good plugin. I definitely highly suggest it. It is paid, but it's something that's worth it. So go ahead and check it out. If you have good experiences, if you like Divi bars, if you've used it, I definitely appreciate the feedback. Just let everyone know if you like it, if you don't, if you have different things that you do use as a substitute. Yeah, let us know. All right. Thank you.